You don't need to earn 6 figures to build a 7-figure net worth. Sounds impossible, right? Maybe it even sounds like a scam. We've been taught our whole lives that the key to getting rich is a high-powered job, a fancy degree, and a massive salary. But what if that's a lie? Or at least, not the whole truth. Today, I'm breaking the myth and showing you how people on normal paychecks, people working retail, driving trucks, or sitting in a cubicle, are quietly building real, life-changing wealth. Stay with me, because the math I'm about to show you in a few minutes will change the way you look at your paycheck forever. Most people think more income equals more wealth, but here's the twist. Most people who win the lottery go broke within a few years. We've all heard the stories. Why? Because they suddenly have a high income, but they have low income habits. They don't know how to manage the money. This isn't just about lottery winners. This is about us. I have a friend. Let's call her Sarah. A few years ago, Sarah worked in retail, barely making above minimum wage. Her coworkers were always talking about the new iPhone, the weekend trip they couldn't afford, the car payment that was killing them. They were stuck in a cycle of earning more just to spend more. But Sarah did something different. She drove a 15-year-old Toyota. She packed her lunch every single day. She lived in a modest apartment. She wasn't depriving herself. She was investing in her future self. And guess what? She retired at 45 as a millionaire. How? Not by winning the lottery, but through intentional investing and living way below her means. This brings us to the most important question you need to ask yourself today. Are you chasing higher income or building higher habits? Let that sink in. One is a treadmill you can never get off. The other is a foundation you build on, brick by brick. This leads me to the core secret, the one thing that separates the wealthy from the broke, regardless of their salary. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Let's do the math. Imagine 2 people. This is Alex. Alex makes $40,000 a year. Not a huge salary, but Alex is disciplined. Alex saves and invests 20% of their income. That's $8,000 a year, or about $667 a month. Now, this is Ben. Ben is a high earner. He makes $100,000 a year. He's got the nice car, the big apartment. He eats out all the time. After all his expenses, he manages to save just 5% of his income. That's $5,000 a year, or about $417 a month. Who do you think ends up richer? Let's run the numbers. If both Alex and Ben invest their money for 30 years and get a historical market return of, say, 8%, after 30 years, Ben, the high earner, would have about $622,000, not bad. But Alex, the low-income earner, would have $995,000. Let that blow your mind for a second. The person making $40,000 a year became a millionaire, while the person making $100,000 didn't even come close. Why? Because wealth isn't an income problem, it's a discipline problem. The real enemy isn't your low salary, the real enemy is something called lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, you get a new car, you get a promotion, you get a bigger apartment. Your lifestyle inflates to meet your new income, leaving you with nothing extra to build wealth. It's the silent killer of financial dreams. Okay, theory is great, but you're here for a plan. So here is the simple 3-part plan that my friend Sarah used, that Alex in our example used, and that you can start using tonight. Part 1. Master your cash flow. I don't like the term live small. It sounds like you're losing something. Instead, you're mastering your money. You are the boss. You tell every dollar where to go. Start with 2 things. First, the 48-hour rule. See something you want to buy that's not a necessity? Put it on a list and wait 48 hours. The emotional urge to buy will almost always fade. This alone will save you hundreds. Second, audit your subscriptions. Right now, go through your bank statement and cancel every subscription you don't use daily or weekly. That gym you haven't been to? Gone. That streaming service you forgot you had? Gone. That's instant cash back in your pocket. Part 2. Automate your wealth machine. The most successful people don't rely on willpower, they build systems. The moment your paycheck hits your account, a percentage should automatically move to your investment account. This is called paying yourself first. Where do you invest? The simplest way is a low-cost index fund. Think of it like buying a tiny slice of the entire U.S. economy, like funds that track the S&P 500. You're not trying to pick winning stocks, you're betting on the entire market to grow over the long term, which it has done for over 100 years. It's the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it strategy for beginners. Part 3. Repeat consistently. This might be the most important part. Wealth loves consistency more than anything else. Trying to time the market, to buy low and sell high, is a fool's game. But investing the same amount every single month, no matter what the market is doing, that's how you win. This is called dollar cost averaging. Sometimes you'll buy when the price is high, sometimes when it's low. Over time, it averages out, and you ride the market's natural upward trend. Remember, time in the market is infinitely more powerful than timing the market. So what's the takeaway from today? Stop waiting. Stop waiting for the raise, for the promotion, for the right time. The power to build a 7-figure net worth is not in a future paycheck. It is in the habits you build with the paycheck you have now. Stop waiting to make more. Build with what you have now. I want you to comment below. What is one small thing you can cut, and how much can you start saving or investing this week? Even if it's $10, no amount is too small. The act of starting is what matters. Let's flood the comments with accountability and inspiration. I'm going to be reading and replying to as many as I can. Let's do this together. If this fired you up, please hit that like button. It tells YouTube that this message is important. And make sure you subscribe to the daily truths about money they won't teach you in school.